Hello everyone, this is White Wolf, and we are connecting this evening. And as we are connecting, one of the words that I was getting for this live, as I was connecting with you, as I was meditating upon this word, is the ability to see that you are God fully realized. You are the existence and the extension of everything being made manifested and being created all at once. And it has everything to do with being a part of the illusion, being a part of the connection, of resonating within the Oracle of Love, Light, and Wisdom's connection. And you are just being a part of everything that you've ever wanted to create and represent and connect into. So in this moment, you're giving yourself that distinction over what is the purified reality that you want to resonate in and that you want to connect into. So as you are doing that, and as you are connecting into that, what we do within this reality is find out a way to resonate with the very fact that nothing is created or appeared without our say-so, without our agreeing to it and connecting into it. So with our allegiances and our ability to connect and be interwoven and being interconnected with the very fact that we can become source in this divine moment. Being present with everything does not mean that you are everything that you've ever existed as, but it's you projecting and becoming each illusion of wanting to become source energy manifested in this human body. So everything is an embodiment of what your intentionality is, what your projection is, what your imagination is, and what you are connecting to as a way of resonance. So everything that wants to be the appearance of light, the sphere of light, the connection of light being the creation of every single thing that has ever been created. So there's never been an experience that we've never had within our space-time reality. We've always had the experiences, but now we're having the subtle recognition of remembering that experience within ourselves so that we can find out what we're really experiencing and what we're connecting into. So the ability to connect, the ability to resonate, the ability to show up to your life as if your life depended on it is the ability to see that you're the mass producing of all illusions being simultaneously connected, making every timeline parallel, every experience parallel, and seeing that God is fully realized when you choose to accept God within your space. So when there's the emptiness of purity, the emptiness of mind, the emptiness where you cease to exist altogether, you allow yourself to not see that it's not based on your thinking, based on your emotions, based on how you look and how you feel, but it's the existence of everything being created out of thin air, out of nothing, out of the emptiness of purity. When you clear yourself out, when you have the ability to only allow God to be your vehicle and to be your guide, and to allow yourself to resonate in becoming that oracle of love, light, and wisdom, to know yourself in this moment, to see that the power within you is the ability to let go fully and surrender back into your state of being that has been forgotten. So remember it. Know that you can be detached. Know that your non-attachment is the practicing of everything that you are manifesting and receiving in this moment. So it's a full reciprocation of your recalibration of grounding back into the earth once again. So you are an oracle. You are fully realized. You are God generating, mass producing everything within side of creation. So it's not you trying to become God or you aligning to God or meditating and feeling good for 20 minutes, but it's you fully riding out the wave of prosperity of that Shekinah glory. So it's the ability to be in glory, to be in grace, to be with that distinction and know that it has nothing to do with meditation itself or thinking good thoughts or feeling good or dressing a certain way or conducting yourself in a way that is appeared to be enlightened. But enlightenment is going with your authentic resonance. It's your voice for the voiceless. It's your ability to answer the call when it is needed and to show up to your life as if you're meant to be there. So in this moment, you can take out everything else. You don't have to reference anything. You don't have to describe it. You don't even have to use your imagination if you don't want to. You don't have to put even labels or categories or a description on it. Just in that moment, accept God. Become source. Realize source within your heart. Realize source within everything. And realize that you are source, recognizing itself and having true quantum acceptance with how it can receive and how it can connect. So connectivity is being kinetic. Simultaneous is being omnipresence. And omnipresence allows you to activate the sense of sense and sensibility, that perception that allows you to know what you exactly are. So God doesn't have anything to do with meditation or feeling good or being more happy. That's a byproduct of what happens with meditation. But it's the ability to see that I gave my life to God in this moment. I gave my life to Source right now. I can become God and the rest is over. And the world will never cease to exist, even if it stopped to cease to exist. But the reason to exist here and now is to see that you're here giving that back to another person, you're giving that back to the world, and you're using your energy and your time as a way of service. So therefore, in this moment, we're connecting and just allowing God's grace and matrimony and majesty to shine through us as a Shekinah glory, as the glory that's inside of ourselves, as the experiences to have fulfilling relationships. Then we have the ability to change our processes, to change the way that we're projecting, to change the way that we're speaking things over our life. And then we have the ability to change as a person within our interests, within our intentions, within the way that we go about life as a whole. So Source is not just waiting for you to accept it. It's you accepting it within oneself. And then the rest is history. So it's a big leap. It's a big jump. It's a big way to make everything very powerful within this moment. And to see that the only thing that occupies your space is the spiritual mass, which is light within your being completely. That you are a light body of creation. That you are a higher self that uses its container and filter as a way of empowered reinforcement of processes of flow and acceleration within thought, within demonstration, within expression, with the ability to channel its own presence, to channel its own light, and to preserve everything that you deem holistic in this nature. So in this moment, what are you? It means all you are at the end of the day is the declaration of Source becoming fully confirmed within your space. You're confirming what you are and confirming what you are not, and giving yourself the ability to go with your heart's desire. The ability to go inside of your heart, the ability to have acceptance, the ability to alleviate all the stress and the tension of your spiritual journey in this moment is to just fully accept God and allow God to work through you and work through your life. Then it won't be so hard and you won't have to go through so many hurdles or have to go through all of these dark nights of the soul or be rigid or resistant or lose your focus or losing concentration in that moment. But in that moment, if you can focus on this, and you can have even a 3-beat pattern within your meditation, that I want to go from my gut, my heart, to my mind, Shekinah glory, I am God. It gives you that ability to see that when you're going from your twin heart, instead of just your heart or just your mind, because now you're not thinking randomly and going about everything in a scatterbrained nature. Now you're focusing the intention on grounding, bringing it up, then acceleration, flow, Shekinah glory. That's the ability to accept God every single day within your space. So everybody has a way to live, to breathe, to exist and live and laugh and love and become. It's finding out how you become that in that moment. How can you represent everything that is the culmination of you connecting into God once again? So God just wants us to become, to resonate, to connect. But the ability to simultaneously and emphatically have that direct experience and have more subtlety within your presence is to be a constant awareness that knows that everything is created when I say so, when I declare it, when I affirm it, when I confirm it, when I choose to be this, then everything will be manifested and everything will fall into place. and everything will be a part of my creation as I resonate within it. So therefore, you are the absolute reality fully realized. But you've blended the physicality and the non-physicality of spirituality, which means that you're a non-dual awareness. This means that that is God code. That opens you up to the ability to see that you're infinite in your own nature, but there's a sense of unity and wisdom and love and connection within your space, to not be based in bias, to not be based in projecting emotionally or reacting or falling and crumbling over something that happens within your life that's teaching you wisdom, grace, and challenge. The challenge sometimes is to just feel good. Sometimes the challenge is to just meditate. Sometimes the challenge is to wake up in the morning and get out of your bed. That might be the challenge. But to speed up the process of ascension and awakening and connecting into your true divinity and your power is to say that I am the oracle infinitely. There in that moment, everything will be within that inseparability. You'll separate yourself from what you don't want to be connected to, a part of, or initiating in, so that you're not going down a path of bypassing forgetfulness and resistance. Now you're in a state of acceptance, reception, connection, healing, processing, opening up your channel to God. As you are accepting God, God is accepting you. And it has nothing to do with your human specimen. It has everything to do with you channeling from your psychic intuition, helping you connect to your telepathy so that you can see within the astral planes, and then that you're able to see from an eye of the hurricane and find that needle in a haystack and see that everything is pulled from you connecting into that little particle accelerator that was that seed that planted so many other seeds to connect into one. That's the ability to share. That's the ability to express. And that's the ability to showcase your gifts whenever you are needed. It's the ability to show up. It's the ability to demonstrate and express in your most authentic resonance. And you give yourself a different bandwidth of seeing. You see from a more enlightened perspective. I don't believe any of us are truly, completely enlightened. But I believe that some of us have really found something very special. It means that you have your own zest, your own magic, your own alchemy within your space to be able to put that out there as a way of giving people a portal and a gateway and a way of seeing from a different perspective so that maybe they find their own perspective of what source is. We're not here to give a truth that everybody just resonates with. We're giving multiple resonances so that everybody can find their intuition. To be that gateway, to be that bridge between other hearts and minds is to be a beacon of light, is to use your words of wisdom that give people heart healing activations as a way of opening people up, helping them receive, helping them connect, helping them concentrate, have more fulfilling relationships, to be able to enter the state of flow and to just glide with their life as if they're on a hang glider, to be able to be fearless and courageous enough to take a chance and take a risk in their own lives, to be able to not give in to fear or lack or the temptation of unworthiness. So therefore, we can help people have a conviction and a consecration within their faith as a way of connecting into their heart. And a way of vocalizing that, but also as a way of genuine service. That in this moment, I can truly say that I am the oracle infinitely. And it's not just me saying that, because it has nothing to do with what Jacob feels about. Even though that's my real name, I'd prefer to be called White Wolf. But I'm using this as an example. It has nothing to do with how I feel in this compression shirt. It has nothing to do with how I feel in my hat or how I feel in my face, teeth. It has nothing to do with that. But it has everything to do to open up and allow myself to be the radio frequency of that channel being fully realized. And then guess what? We all connect. We're all part of something. We're all part of a community that allows us to open up in a very big way so that we're not alone. We're never really alone, but people feel alone right now. And that's why, because they want connection, they want community, and they want to open up and heal and transcend and to release the fear and negativity and the distortion of this world within every area of our life. And the ability to do that is to right here, right now, just say, I am the Oracle infinitely. And then you kind of feel like a big weight's lifted off of you. It's because you've taken away all of your burdens. You've taken away all of the pain and problems and suffering. You gave yourself air, oxygen, hydration, rejuvenation, in a sense. So we are going to do some healing energy. I did a meditation yesterday, so I'm going to do some healing energy with you guys today. So we're going to focus on the Kundalini. We're going to focus on tapping into our heart center. And we're also going to focus on the very fact that we can become God fully realized. So feel free to connect with me around 10 or 11 p.m. Eastern, doing readings, healings, activations. And also feel free to book private sessions as well. Text me, email me on TikTok, 72744-6559, and whitewolf143@icloud.com to connect with me. Archangels of love and light, who is willing to cleanse us of our auric field, tapping into God's source energy and the great I Am, diving deep into Middle Mother Gaia Earth. We are now going to encompass the rainbow energy as it comes through, to encompass the sphere of light, and to also embrace Metatron's cube being downloaded in the causal chakra, grounding all of our chakras, and the Black Panther energy is coming in very quickly to download ayahuasca within our system, and being able to release any energies of unworthiness, lack, non-vibratory natures, and implementing a new emotional guidance system, being connected to a new density of consciousness, 8th density, next universe. And as we are receiving from the Shekinah glory, we're giving ourselves the ability to let go, the ability to surrender, the ability to embrace the divine feminine in this moment, so that we can receive the inner child and the masculine energies. The ability to be humble, to demonstrate grace within action, to see every choice, every decision is impactful, that we can shift into the new vibration that we want to become. Enable all of the timelines to be a part of our prophecy, to see that every experience that we've ever had has already happened. We're just deciphering and remembering how we can make those experiences more in vibrational alignment and not be a part of conditioning and not be a part of something that is limiting or wanting of, but seeing that we can generate the heart of experience by seeing that we don't have to know everything all at once. Everything, everywhere is already happening simultaneously. So God is you accepting oneself. And God is accepting the vessel that it's being channeled through as the higher self. So it's the ability to use, the ability to see inside of awareness, using that clairvoyancy as a way of seeing deeply within the Spirit, to be led by the Spirit, to be one with the Spirit, and to have that Holy Spirited flow of progression, of emulation, and a dissemination of reciprocation within your own space. So it's the ability to take the limitations off of God, to take the limitations off of Source. It's the ability to just release and connect back into the space of energy that you want to be a part of. So resonating within the violet flame of creation is the ability to use your authority as a source of wisdom and psychic protection. Because you are the protocols that you are setting. You are the reinforcement of God code being empowered, being realized, and being generated within your own space of connectivity, creating space so you can create differently. And now we're tapping into the source codes of creation to see that the tiny particle accelerator is manifesting seeds being implemented within others, so that it generates into different quantum energy and generates into different energies of intuition, new DNA, so that we can connect to the angelic, dragon, and galactic bloodlines to initiate the connection of our galactic chakras and angelic chakras. But to see that we can access different realms, portals, gateways, realities. Excuse me. So it's the ability to see that everything can be created from that astral plane of projection. That there can be so many strands of consciousness being pulled and interwoven and interconnected as a way of generating our own sense of Akashic records. Not necessarily looking at our past lifetimes, but using it as an example to see that we have everything stored in our filter and in our container, and the ability to see the vortex of creation. So emphatically and directly, this is the direct source of enlightenment. The source of connection that you can change within an instant of finding yourself and finding out who you are as a spiritual entity of love and light and wisdom. So it's the ability to open up. It's the ability to connect into. It's the ability to resonate in. And then the outer appearance will change. And it's the ability in this moment to see that everything that was ever created is being created now. Everything that you've ever done has already happened. You are just changing the prophecy, the timeline, the experience, the circumstances that are a part of it. And you're just mass producing your own illusion. You're embracing the non-dual awareness that you are and embracing the God that you were meant to be. So therefore, you become interdimensional. Therefore, in this moment, you become everything you've ever wanted to be in this moment. You become everything that you've ever wanted, everything that you've ever wanted to represent. All of your life is being purified with this sense of connection into yourself, with this sense of love within yourself, within the ability to fully accept God here and now, and that your life is good. Everything else is history. Everything else is just hearsay. But in this moment, just say, I am the oracle fully realized. I am God fully realized. I am consciousness fully realized. I am God code fully realized. And I am the realization of the illusion of everything that was ever created. I am what makes it move. I am what makes it generate. And I am what makes it appear into awareness, before creation and after creation. I am the oracle of love, light, and wisdom, manifesting everything in its own existence, becoming the omnipresence of true bliss, true ingenuity, and that ability to be the reconstruction of the universe and our universality as a way of shining and shedding a light within the appearance of delusion. You are the oracle fully realized. You are Christ consciousness. You are God manifested in the human form. And so it is. So, I had to move my legs because they're both asleep. But no, that was the energetic healing for today. I hope you guys really enjoyed it. Thank you for connecting with me. Just understand that you are Source fully realized. You are the generation of reality. You are everything that was ever created, manifested, generated, projected with your psychic kinetic energy. The ability to use your telepathic abilities as a way of seeing within everything with your clairvoyancy. So it's just the ability to want it, to desire it, to be a part of it in any way that you can. Just be a part of it. Just show up. Just exist and enjoy the journey as it comes to you. And that's all you have to do that. So feel free to book private sessions. My private session specials is 30 minutes for $65, 45 minutes for $95, 1 hour for $130. And also White Wolf 143 at iCloud.com, 727-404-6559. And also around 10 or 11 p.m. Eastern, I do readings, healings, activations. I hope to see you guys there. The reason for this live was because there's a lot of people who don't understand, who want to understand, that want to seek within themselves. And they don't want to seek something outside of themselves because they know that everything that they've ever sought outside of themselves have never filled the void within their own lives. So now, you're filling the void with spiritual mass, with light within your own existence. The ability to transmute that energy is the ability to not be resistant, but to purify all of your desires, all of your choices, all of your intentionality, and to purify everything that you exist as, everything that you do, everything that you think about, everything that you do in terms of connecting and resonating in. So it's the ability to not limit yourself on how much you can receive, how much you can open up, and also how much you can see within yourself, and how you can use that seeking impulse as a way of connecting into everything. It's just the ability to know that you have God's grace in your life. When you know that you have God's grace, then nothing can change that. Nothing can change what anybody says on this live feed. Nothing can change how your family feels about you. You quitting your job. You coming into more prosperity. You having more success within your meditative business. If you have God's grace, it will take you wherever you want to go. It will push you past your physical limitations, your mental limitations, and your financial limitations, and everything that you feel limited in. It will push you to the precipice of you accepting Source within yourself. It will eradicate fucking everything. So think about that for a second. It'll fucking eradicate everything that is not God. but it's loving and it's graceful and it's fun, even when it doesn't feel fun. But it is. So thank you guys. God bless. Book private sessions with me. Text me, email me on my TikTok, and also connect with me on White Wolf the Oracle of Bloodline Wisdom on YouTube as well. And I'll see you guys next time. I love you all. Thank you.